Restoration Church. How you guys doing? Brian here, your pastor of Restoration Church, and just wanted to say hello. This edition of The Leftovers, this is why we named The Leftovers for this season specifically. Whenever you think of The Leftovers, you think of Thanksgiving, right? I think of Thanksgiving. I don't know about you, but you think about the leftovers on Friday or on Thanksgiving night. But today is Thanksgiving Eve, and we just finished our sermon. Not just, I mean, I don't preach that long. We just finished our sermon on Sunday on promises and being a person of integrity, and that our words matter. The words that we use matter. And I got some responses from it, which was pretty cool. One friend of mine said that he heard it said from a pastor probably much better than I, and that pastor was known to say that your walk talk is louder than your talk. Meaning the words that you use are not as loud as the actions that go behind it. So the actions, like I said in that point, that actions brings trust. The things that we do bring trust. If we follow up our words with action, that's going to bring more trust to the people around us that we're saying things to. So if I tell you that I'm going to get something done, I make sure that my actions back that up time and time again, and that's how we build trust. It's the same thing with my children. If I tell them to go do something and they neglect to do it, I lose trust that they're going to do it the next time and the next time and the time after that. So you have to make sure that the actions that we have are what's the word I'm looking for? Supporting the words that we use. Our actions support the words that we use. Otherwise, the words become like worthless and in a vacuum, a void. But thankfully, at Restoration Church, so far, the actions have very much so proved our words as well, that we're about transparency, that we're about community, and that we are about change, and ultimately we're about people following Jesus. So I wanted to update you guys on Thanksgiving because it's tomorrow. And numbers came in. We partnered with Spark in the Dark for this. And so I don't know if you remember a few weeks ago, Clayton was giving the announcements on a Sunday morning. And he said, because I told him to, that we wanted to be able to provide 100 Thanksgiving meals, which is a lot because we're a church of about 40. And we kind of backed off of that because in my pastor brain, it's like, hey, we can do this. It's no big deal. Like, right? Like I'm more of like the vision person who wants to see a huge thing happen. And so we're like, you know what? We should maybe be satisfied with like 30, something like that. And so that was kind of our secondary goal was like, we should probably back off the 100 and focus on maybe 30. That's more of an attainable thing. Well, Restoration Church alone, we did 41 Thanksgiving meals, which was like 205 something people, which is awesome and should be applauded because that is incredible. That our church of about 40 took care of 41 families, not 41 people, 41 families, which equated to about 205 people. And then we took up 3 more families from Spark in the Dark that they were needing some meals this week yet and hadn't found anyone. So we took care of 3 more meals to bring our total to 44. And then we partnered with Spark in the Dark on this whole thing. And so Spark in the Dark, with their total and our total, are you tracking with me so far? They did 59 meals at Spark in the Dark. And we did 41 meals. Remember, we took 3 of theirs. And if you can do math, that is 100 meals. 100 families were taken care of for Thanksgiving this year. our God is bigger than us, and when we partner together and do really cool things like this, when we partner with organizations in the community, when we partner with other churches, because it wasn't just our church that took care of this, but there were some other people from other churches that said, you know what, we see what you've got going on, we're going to pitch in as well. So this is a community effort. This is not a Restoration Church effort. This is not a Spark in the Dark effort. This is a community effort to do 100 Thanksgiving meals. That equaled 487 people that were served this Thanksgiving with meals. Restoration Church and our community, Spark in the Dark, we brought action to the words, and I am grateful for it. I'm very humbled by it, and I don't have the words. I know, shocking. To think that in September we didn't have the church started yet. I'm blown away. So thank you, Restoration Church. Thank you, Spark in the Dark, and thank you to the community around us that helped do it. It was unbelievable. And so that is our leftovers for this week. We will see you online on Sunday at 10 a.m. on YouTube, and it will be at noon on Facebook Live. If you want to watch there, you don't want to switch over to YouTube, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. I wish it was a shorter handle, but it's not because we don't have 100 subscribers yet. But if you need to find it, let me know and I can help you find it. Otherwise, we will see you Sunday morning at 10 a.m. We do a little hangout, and you can log on whenever you want to, and I'll be in the comments section. We can hang out there. And we will keep rocking this thing. You guys rock. Jesus rocks even more, and we follow him. So that is that. We'll see you guys later.